The California Academy of Sciences is proud to present its latest production, Spark, The Universe in Us, which is a new planetarium show that takes viewers on a journey through the universe. Here to tell us more is the senior producer of Immersive Media, Cheryl Vanderbilt, and senior director of the Morrison Planetarium and Visualization Studio, Ryan Wyatt. Ryan, Cheryl, thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. Really excited to talk about this new production that was put on by the California Academy of Sciences. So first, give us an overall view. What exactly is this latest show? Cheryl, can you break it down for us?
Our show is about a very large word, nucleosynthesis.
Yeah.
New vocabulary word for everybody out there.
I was going to say, I like that word, okay.
And it's about the elements that are combined to generate the stars, and the stars that explode and generate more atoms that populate our periodic table. Ryan can give you a little bit more of a scientific explanation of that.
Yes, please do.
Well, one of the ideas, because the mission of the Academy is so much about helping people feel connected to the world and the universe, is the idea that actually every atom in our bodies, in our cells, and the planet come from stars. And that was a big idea that we wanted to communicate in the show.
So why create this entire show, right, or this entire production? I know it's the 9th original production from the studio out of the California Academy of Sciences, but why specifically this story? Why do people need to know about this?
This is something we've actually been wanting to tell for years. If you've been to our other shows, there are elements of this story that we've been hitting on throughout our productions over the years, such as, Life, A Cosmic Story, one of our other ones from a few years ago, or Incoming, where we're talking about how elements move and things throughout our universe and our galaxy. But in general, we try to pick topics that we feel are connected to our mission, but we also want to tell stories that haven't been told before at other planetariums.
I love that. And you mentioned the mission. So what exactly is the mission of the California Academy of Sciences, and why is that important to relay to everybody?
Well, so the mission of the California Academy of Sciences is to regenerate the natural world through science, learning, and collaboration. And again, we feel like there's no better way to do that than to help people feel connected to the world and the universe around us. And so this was just a story that we've been talking about for a while, and the science has finally got to a point where we really felt like it was the time to tell it.
And you guys have done so. You've created this incredible production for so many people that they can now view. And if people are able to come through the California Academy of Sciences and see this show, what will they expect as a viewer? Kind of paint us that picture. Go for it.
Sure. Well, we start actually not far from here in the Sierra Nevadas. And we wanted to kind of start at a human scale to think about the world around us. But we blast off into space and transport audiences to stars that are at the end of their lives, that are exploding, and then eventually out to our entire galaxy and the elements that have basically been transported for hundreds of thousands or even millions of light years, so incredible distances to arrive here on Earth.
Amazing. And when it comes to the production, what exactly went into creating such a visually appealing piece for viewers?
One of our things that we always try to hit on at the Academy is that we're working with real scientific data. And we actually work with scientists to find out what's the leading edge science, who has the visualizations. And most of the time, their data is very, for lack of a better word, binary. It's more for scientists to evaluate a lot of information that maybe you don't need to know. But it is a general audience member. We're bringing things in and we're visualizing it for the scientists, for the public to react to. It's something that nobody's seen before. In fact, some of our scientists have come to see our shows and been like, wow, we hadn't really looked at our simulation like this in this enormous immersive environment. And they've actually come away from our shows themselves learning more about their own data.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy and an incredible point. I'm really glad that you brought that up. So, when you're interacting with some of the scientists and they are able to see like, oh, wow, I never really saw it in this kind of light, maybe how gratifying is that to know that you even kind of contribute to relaying this information?
Oh.
Absolutely. We've had scientists, like Cheryl said, who've reacted just incredibly positively. We had amazing collaborators for this show, people who really were thoughtful about helping us figure out what things should look like. And it's a great opportunity to work with scientists and dig a little deeper, often more deeply than some of the scientists have thought about aspects of their data.
Yeah, I believe that. Now, what are all the details? How can people come check it out at the Academy?
The show runs daily, and on the weekdays, it's every hour on the half hour, and on the weekends, it's every 45 minutes. When you enter the Academy, you'll actually scan a QR code, and I hope most people are familiar these days with scanning our QR code.
We do that a lot here, too.
To reserve a pass for the day to see the show, or they can also watch it at Nightlife on Thursdays as well.
Amazing. So anything that you all hope people really take away from this experience when they come to the Academy and view the show?
I certainly hope it gives people a new and different perspective and helps people think about how, like, where we come from. What is our connection to something that's abstract as the universe around us, to kind of bring that home in an interesting way.
What about for you, Cheryl?
I like that when we inspire people, they go home and they want to learn more about it. Sometimes they'll go and ask our Planetarium presenters who are there giving the show live more information, and they go home and they want to Google it and you know, learn more about the topic.
That's
and,
so exciting.
You know, for us, just for our own team, we learn a lot. Our animation studio is located on site, literally under the Planetarium. So if anybody's there watching a show, just know that the team of animators are right below your feet, working on the next one. But we ourselves learn so much, and we get to go and tell family and friends, oh, today I got to meet this scientist.
Yeah. That's so incredible. Well, thank you both, Cheryl and Ryan, for joining us here today and telling us a little bit more about the production. We appreciate it.
Great. Thank
you.
Of course.